but there's still no place for Nigel Spackman. Manager Walter Smith has clearly gone for experience, so young Neil Murray, who made such an impressive debut at right back on Wednesday, is kept on the sidelines, and the number 2 jersey goes to Ian Ferguson. The 25-year-old cost £850,000 from St Mirren 4 years ago, but illness and injuries restricted him to only 17 starts last season. Gordon Marshall was the major pre-match doubt for Celtic, but he's satisfied Liam Brady that he's recovered from his neck injury. Gary Gillespie is out, but Mike Galloway also passed the fitness test this morning. The record signing Stuart Slater is kept on the bench, but it's a brand new experience for Andy Payton, who cost £750,000 from Middlesbrough and scored his first goal, only his second match, to win the Skol Cup tie against Dundee in midweek. He's the only player making his Old Firm debut. And the referee this afternoon is Mr. Jim McCluskey from Stewarton, handling his 5th Old Firm match. It's his 7th season as a FIFA official and his 9th as a Grade 1 referee in Scotland. So referee Jim McCluskey prepares to start the match. It's interesting to see Ian Ferguson there in the number 2 jersey, starting the match with Trevor Stephen, and it looks as though Rangers have gone for a back four with Dave McPherson at right back, Gough and Brown in central defence, and David Robertson at left back. There's Ferguson in a midfield role. Stuart McCall's first tackle. And asking too much there of David Robertson. So a very interesting tactical formation sent out by Walter Smith for Rangers. Trevor Stephen, Ian Ferguson, Stuart McCall and Peter Houstra across the middle, with McCoist and Hateley up front. And McCoist policed all the way there by Tony Mowbray. McCoy starting the season as he ended last season scoring goals. He's found the net 7 times already this season. A long throw from Robertson, that's well taken by Marshall. That will reassure those Celtic supporters behind him that he's fully fit. Here's Brown. Houstra's challenged instantly there by McNally. He's at right back despite wearing number 6 for Celtic. Mowbray and Galloway in central defence. Tom Boyd at left back, although he's wearing number 2. So in the middle of the field, it's Miller, Grant, McStay and Collins, with Payton and Craney the front 2. So both sides operating here in 4-4-2 formations early on, although both ideally set up to switch to 4-3-3 when required. Houstra can go forward for Rangers and Miller for Celtic. Well, Rangers had immense difficulties in the league here against Celtic last season. There's problems here again as Craney breaks. He does find such excellent positions up front for Celtic. 22-year-old striker, growing in confidence and stature. Scored 5 times already this season. Here's Gorham again. Didn't seem in any way inconvenienced there with that kick out. Hateley's header was aimed for Houstra. Supported well by Robertson. Trevor Stephen dummies the ball for Hateley. The chance is on for Stephen. He's offside. It will not count. Superb play from Rangers, but the flag was up before Stephen delivered the shot. There's Hateley there. Stephen has made the run just to the left of the picture there and was clearly caught in offside position at that point. The linesman's flag, I can tell you, was up before the ball hit the net, but it must have been a very tight decision indeed. Well, Rangers robbed of a dream start by the linesman's flag. Trevor Stephen showing his appetite for the fray early on though. Good layoff from Hateley. There's McCall. That's for McCoist. Well robbed by Paul McStay. Great play from the Celtic captain. Looks up to assess the options. Grant to Collins. Boyd supports on the outside. And Gorham put under severe pressure there by Craney. Contact in mid-air, which the referee would never sanction. Boyd lofting that across, not quite what he intended, I reckon, and Craney making his presence felt there. A reminder for Gorham. Mowbray with the pass back, remember. Gordon Marshall has to play this with feet only. Misunderstanding there between Ferguson and Stephen, allowing McStay to break. Shooting chances on. That's a fine effort from Paul McStay, looking to open his scoring account for the season. But much more important, give Celtic the kind of start they want. A lot of space given to Paul McStay here. Here's Mahatley finding space, coming off his marker. Here's Mowbray. Celtic using Mowbray on Hatley and Galloway on McCoist for the most part. Mowbray doing extremely well once again. This is McCall. Good hustling tactics there by Miller for Celtic. Good judgment shown again by Mowbray. Ferguson doing well with Stephen for Rangers. Well, I'm sure that ball was meant to go right across to Dave McPherson. And Stephen intercepted. Payton tackled quickly by Goff. Look at the speed of the challenges there in midfield. Well, in fairness to both sides, they are trying to play football, but the marking is so tight and the tension is so great in the middle of the field. It's very difficult indeed to develop moves from that area. Galloway did well. That's McStay. Now Collins. Craney turning well away from Brown. Trying to make space for a shot himself. It's good play by Craney. Well, that move has brought Archie Knox, the Rangers assistant manager, to his feet on the track, because he's very concerned about the ease with which Jerry Craney picked his way through the Rangers defence. Away from Brown once, then twice, not closed down quickly enough, and Craney is very disappointed in the lack of accuracy in this finish. Look at the way he took on John Brown again, taking him on his weaker side, the right, then setting himself for the shot. He had plenty of time to do that. Very close indeed. Robertson's header there, Stephen, back to Ian Ferguson. Looking there for Hatley. It wasn't a bad ball at all, but well read by Mowbray. Grant within strongly on Stephen. Now Boyd can use his running power on the left. Matched by Ferguson. McPherson with a cross also. Powerful play there by Boyd. Well, two of the most powerful runners in the game, Tom Boyd and Ian Ferguson there, sprinting along that far touchline. Boyd doing a fine job for Celtic. Celtic's throw. Back with Collins. And now Boyd. Grant offered depth there to receive the ball. He's now under heavy pressure from McCall. McCoy's looking for Housetrap. Couldn't quite take that on the run. McCoy's running straight into McStay, but got the break of the ball there. That's for David Robertson. He's onside. A great chance for Rangers. And that was down to Marshall's positioning. There was the ball played in by Housetrap to David Robertson. Look at the space he had for this, and Gordon Marshall brought up an excellent save with his right foot. Payton's on his own at the moment, but Joe Miller is sprinting through the middle to support. There's Miller. Craney also. And David Robertson stuck to his task. Payton stretching the Rangers' defence. Won by McPherson. Housetrap losing possession to Collins. This could be dangerous for Rangers. Blocked there on the line by McCall from Craney's efforts. What a relief that'll be to beat Housetrap. And a fine tackle by Galloway. Timed that superbly. The counter-attack again is on, if Boyd can reach that. That's Housetrap. Stephen keeps it in play, but only for the benefit of Celtic. There's Collins. And now McStay. Back with McNally. And Miller. Ferguson wins in the end. Miller caught in two minds. A foul by McStay on Ferguson. Well, Celtic came very close to the lead here when Houster lost possession to Collins. Look at the part played here by Stuart McCall, blocking that effort from Trainee. Robertson's throw. This is McCoist. Stephen takes over, trying to become more involved in the play. That's a good pass to Houstra. And a delicate ball attempted there by Houstra, trying to chip that beyond Gordon Marshall. Not the big keeper, stretching himself well for this. It was a good move from Rangers once again. We've had some glimpses of that. Stephen at the heart of it all. And Houstra trying that delicate chip shot, which Marshall won. Chikoff's header goes wide for McPherson. McCoy speeding to the ball there by Mowbray. Collins again claims the ball for Celtic. Goff did well to intercept. Mowbray so quick in the ground, but Mahoustra has won it back. Here's McCoy with a great chance for Rangers. Well, that one split second made all the difference. He decided to go past the keeper and at the same time close down the angle. The best chance of the match so far without question. Houstra's pass, McCoy's in the clear. That's the touch which denied him the real chance, and Marshall reacted well. Gately getting up well, but under severe pressure from both Boyd and Mowbray. So Celtic survive. Offside flag up. Not looking too happy about the decision. Goff with a free kick for Rangers. Gately doing well again. McCoy's won that for Stephen. This is Houstra. Gets a second chance to test the Celtic defence. Back this time to McCall. Stuart McCall looking for someone, making a run in that area. This didn't happen. But another opening created there in the penalty box among the Rangers players. And now in the break it's Miller. Allows Collins to take over. Tackle came from McCall. Stay picked up the loose ball. Collins to Payton. Brought down heavily there by Brown. I wonder if he is sitting there wondering what it's all about himself. There was a pass for Payton, trying to step away from Brown. Collins to McStay. Well charged down by McCoy and McCall. Taken again by Collins, and Gorham calmly and sensibly turns the ball behind for the corner. Gorham enjoying himself, and it was good play there by the two Rangers players who closed down McStay. Well, it reached Collins, though. This is a dangerous ball, sensibly handled by Gorham. Person's header. There's Peter Grant. A very well controlled volley that by Grant. Knew it would dip if he struck it correctly, and a very good effort there from Peter Grant, and a good flurry of attacking play from Celtic. Well, we've had 45 minutes of action. There will be some stoppage time. It really is the very time in the match when neither side would like to lose anything. We're content, I reckon, to go in at half-time and regroup, listen to the wisdom of the respective managers. Well, Andy Payton will have experienced something new already in this Old Firm match. It's all been hectic, it's all been played at tremendous pace, and there's been really little opportunity for the class players to stand on the ball and play some Creative passes from midfield, but it's never been dull. It's been immensely competitive, played, generally speaking, in very good spirit. It's Rangers who've certainly come closest. Trevor Stevens' goal chopped off early on, and then Gordon Marshall made a couple of fine saves from David Robertson and Ali McCoy. At half-time, it's Rangers 0, Celtic 0. Well, there are no changes in personnel for the start of the second half. Rangers with the international duo of Ian Durrant and Alexei Mikhailchenko on the bench. And for Celtic, it's Stuart Slater and Brian O'Neill. So some real quality awaiting the chance to prove their ability in this match. Well, it's frequently the case in Old Firm matches that the half-time interval calms things down somewhat and the pace drops a little and the quality of the football increases. Let's see if that happens this afternoon. It looked so tense and nervous throughout the opening 45-minute period. But Celtic, I think, would have been the happier side to go in at half-time all square, bearing in mind the chances missed by David Robertson and Ali McCoy, or indeed the fine saves from Gordon Marshall on both occasions. Rangers trying to get forward using the aerial power of Haitley. That's McCall, now Haitley on the ground. Tackled well by Paul McStay. This is Miller. Payton couldn't get to that ahead of Brown. It's Grant, and Craney is onside. Gorham is committed. Can Craney get there first? Well, Andy Gorham was totally decisive, and that was important for Rangers. Had he got that wrong, in fact, there would have been a serious problem for Rangers. There's Grant. Bad header by Brown. That's Craney. Payton's return. Supporting player there was Paul McStay, and he collided with Craney. Craney explaining to his captain that he didn't get a call. That's acknowledged by McStay. Payton playing it wide. Mowbray's header. In goes Robertson. It's Grant. McStay trying to pick out Joe Miller. Brown with a cross for Rangers. Another feature of matches like this is that forward players like Joe Miller do a lot of tackling. So both sides start to defend as soon as the opposing side has possession, no matter how deep in the field that is. So we see Craney and Payton for Celtic challenging Rangers defenders, and of course Haitley doing the same. The other end, Craney trying to get the better of Brown. He couldn't manage it. Another good bit of play from John Brown. Good play also by Ferguson. So quick coming out of defence. Haitley getting it ahead of Galloway. The supporting player now is Stephen. McPherson. Off to McCall. Space on the left now for Robertson. Making for the byline. Well, Paul McStay has done some very good defensive work in midfield for Celtic this afternoon. Glad I got to that also. And McStay thumps the ball out of the Celtic box, invites his teammates to follow him upfield. Robertson getting away from Payton. Galloway returns it. Craney underneath that with Goff. Payton again. This is Craney looking for Collins. Collins and the McPherson jousting there together. Well, they've done that in Edinburgh derby matches many times for Hibs and Hearts. Clumsy touch there from Mowbray. John Collins trying to become much more involved in the play for Celtic. And that will certainly do the cause no harm. Forced to go back by the attentions of Collins. Ferguson, Goff. Ferguson again. A good start to the second half, Ian Ferguson. Alstra. A looping cross aimed for Haitley. Well, that really is put and drink to Mark Haitley. Covering was good enough though. Stephen. Goff again looking for aerial threat at the far post. And McCoy's shot appeared to be half blocked there, but the referee right on the spot has given a goal kick. So the first sign of activity on the bench comes from Celtic. Here was the chance set up by Trevor Stephen, back to Goff. And as it broke out here from the header from Houstra, McCoy sent it wide. Collision there between Mowbray and Haitley. Well, that was a very important interception there by Galloway. Here's Mowbray, forced to play it back to Marshall. Very good positioning by Mark McNally. He knew his goalkeeper might be in trouble. Offered himself in space on the right. McNally comes clear with the ball for Celtic. Plenty of support waiting in the middle. Deflected there, and the goal for Celtic! Kenny Craney puts Celtic ahead. Right in front of the Celtic supporters. It was a fine move, but there was a touch of luck about it as well. Developed there on the right, there was a deflection getting the ball to Craney, and what a deadly finish that was as he ran off his marker to leave Gorham helpless. Well, what a fine finish that was from Jerry Craney, coming in 54 minutes, and it was set up on the right with Mark McNally stealing forward in very positive fashion. His cross was deflected high in the air, it was spinning into the danger area, and Craney reacted quicker than anybody else. Here's Ian Ferguson. An important slip there, allowing Boyd to step in. That's for Craney. Now Miller. All the noise now coming from the Celtic supporters behind Andy Gorham. There they are, arms upraised. Well, now waiting for a Celtic corner kick. So Jerry Craney showing his scoring prowess again. It's goal number 6 of the season for him. And a very good effort there from Mark McNally. Clearly a rehearsed move from Celtic. A corner kick from Joe Miller, and McNally directing that towards goal. And he kept it down, it just needed a deflection. Still the singing comes from the Celtic end. I think the supporters badly needing something to lift them. Found its way through here. Chances on for Houstra, running into trouble. Haitley sets that up for Stephen. Well, Collins denied him any time or space. Craney challenging in the air. That was well read by Brown. He realised that Craney had misjudged the flight. McCoist. Houstra. McCall has done well. Chance on now for Rangers. There's Haitley. Once again Marshall was there. Back with Houstra. And touched away vitally there for Celtic by John Collins. Denying Dave McPherson as he came in the far post with Marshall struggling. So McNally goes off, replaced by O'Neill. Trevor Stephen, after struggling with injury, goes off, and Ian Durant comes on. So a very warm welcome as usual. Goff going forward, linking with Durant. Again, Mowbray is there for Celtic. David Robertson. Goff was in trouble there, hustled by Boyd. Here's Peter Grant. Good pass, finds Craney. Now Miller. Good tackle by Brown. Ferguson to McCall. This is Durant. Well, the pace of the match has dropped just a little, and we're seeing a lot more passes being put together by both sides. Can Hauster get there in time? He did extremely well. The chance is on. The equaliser from Ian Durant. 69 minutes of the match gone. And Ian Durant brings the Rangers supporters to life. It was a brilliantly set up goal. The pace of Hauster was vital here. Pulling this back. The layoff came from Haitley. The deadly finish from Durant. And this time, Marshall didn't have an answer. Well, the ball played forward there by McCall, and Hauster had to get out for that full tilt. He got there just ahead of O'Neill. Look at the layoff there from Haitley. Superbly set up for Durant. And what a finish. There by Robertson. Right forward there by O'Neill, who will be a little bit disappointed about not getting to Peter Hauster for that goal. Another cross here from Hauster, and the rebound missed by McCoist. Rangers are in full cry now. Disappointment for McCoist. It really was a good chance. Again, created from the left. Hauster whipping the ball in. Marshall made a good block. It was a fine chance for McCoist. Miller again. Through the legs of Robertson. Well, a very disappointing cross after the nutmeg. Pulling the ball through the legs of Robertson. He really would have expected to do better with the cross. Boyd to Craney. At the space it goes to Payton, but that's spilled instantly by Brown. Oh, it's good play by Haitley. He's very quick indeed over the ground here. Galloway is struggling in his wake. Haitley going right into the near post. McCoist and Hauster waited in the middle. And Haitley undoubtedly regretting that he was on his weaker foot, the right here. If it had been from the left, you would have fancied him strongly to finish accurately, but the right is undoubtedly a weaker side for him, and the accuracy wasn't there. But he was quick enough with the ball at his feet to keep ahead of Mike Galloway. He was looking up there to assess the options. The marking was good inside the box. That's why he tried for goal himself. Boyd may fancy a run past McPherson. Well, back it goes to centre to Grant. Collins again. Craney comes wide, followed by Brown. Patient play by Celtic. Probing for an opening. Oh, that's great play. Paul McStay. Fine play by McStay. Well, that was real quality play from Celtic. They refused to be rushed into any ambitious passes. Kept possession well. A little interchange there between McStay and Craney. Set up McStay for the chance. Great ball returned there by Craney. Now McStay has Goff to face. Checks inside. Gorham cutting down the angle. Mowbray's header. Here's Craney. Good control again, first time. That's for Slater. Fine effort by Stuart Slater. Well, he could have endeared himself to these Celtic supporters forever if he had scored a winner on that occasion. But indeed, it was the last action of a splendid competitive match. Here was Slater going through, and that shot just went to the target was the last strike of the match. It was Jerry Craney who put Celtic ahead in 54 minutes with a fine half volley and the cross from Mark McNally. Ian Durant there disappearing, the scorer of the equaliser for Rangers after 69 minutes. So honours are even in the end, and there's no doubt that honour has been restored in both sets of supporters. It's been a splendid competitive match, played in good spirit, and Jerry Craney disappointed that his goal wasn't enough to win the match, but he certainly played extremely well. And while Rangers had more chances in front of goal, I don't think either side will complain too much about the final result. Rangers won, Celtic won. Liam.